I'm Vicki LaRoche, and I'm co-founder with my husband of the Next Stop Foundation.
Stu, thank you. Proud parents of 3 children, 2 with special needs. Our daughter and our son, who are members here and very influential in the reason why we're involved with and started the Next Stop.
And the Next Stop is a program for young adults who have developmental disabilities, and our target age is 22, but they can come here from 16 years old. Our tagline is a place to laugh, and a place to learn, and a place to shine. Our daughter Lindsay is 28, and she works at Publix. She bags groceries there, and she's a very sweet girl, but again, just had little outlet. And she was, our first understanding of, oh wow, this is what happens after high school is over, and any group that she was a part of, whether it was chorus or whatever. I mean, the other students, kids, grow up and go on, and she didn't have any. She continued to just be at home and not have friends. And then we have our son Austin, who lives in Chicago, as we said, and helped us get this started here. And then our youngest is just about 22. He's just about to be the one who, in a month and a half, he's out of the school system. And for the past 3 years, we've been in a work program. After they get out of the high school, we can choose to do that. And so then we'll have to start trying to figure out what to do, how to help him find a part-time job.
He's the only kid that you'll ever see that'll run to a bus, laughing, screaming, just, he's ready to go. And,
to go work.
Yeah, he's a hard-working young man, but the opportunities for him after he gets out of school, or we call it school, are just very minute of what he can do. It's just hopefully he'll be able to bag groceries or do something of that nature. I mean, that's what we'd like to see.
Our life with our kids absolutely is the basis of the Next Stop, our experience. And I think that we thought that things would be better for her. I even thought when she got out of school, because school was hard for her, yes, that it would be a better life, because she's a nice girl. She could probably work somewhere, but it's been the hardest time. And
see, the one thing that you will see with Tyler and Lindsay are, if you look at a child that has Down syndrome, they have Down syndrome. You look at Lindsay and Tyler, and they look normal. A typical kid. Well, unfortunately, they're looked at as they can do a lot more. Well, unfortunately, they can't. And some people just, they don't get it, and they think maybe they're lazy, or they just don't want to do it. Well, we've learned it's not that they don't want to, they can't. And
but this was all years of us processing as parents. I mean,
us observing. I mean, being a part and trying. We've tried, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to figure out why, what's going on.
And how we can make it better.
The realization that we had 2 special needs kids wasn't there initially. We just thought, and we've been told by many doctors, they just have learning disabilities. Well,
learning problems.
Learning problems, and that evolved, and it kept evolving, and finally we had some more tests, and finally we went to a geneticist who basically said, let me just tell you this, you've got 2 special kids, love them, enjoy them, and there's not going to be a pill, there's not going to be a surgery,
therapy.
There's nothing that's going to change the way they are. So accept what you have and move forward. I think that was the day we accepted the challenge. Okay, we're going to make a difference somehow, some way.
As a family, we all became a little more aware of what our family situation was, what our challenges were, and I guess, again, just us having a conversation and him coming to this church program that I had while he was here in town, he saw something that just really, lit a fire under him too. And he just kept encouraging us. And actually, I think without him, we probably would not have started.
Yeah, he kind of demanded.
He's like, you guys just need to do this. You can do this. And I was like, again, do you think I can do that? Surround yourself with people who believe in you. And it's kind of an awesome thing, because I know that we have stepped out of ourselves to do this. This is, who in the world would ever thought that we'd be doing this? And
we're just a mom and a dad. You know?
And of course, I feel I have a very deep faith, and I know that I feel like we've been called to do this beyond, because a lot of people will say, well, you know, we want to do it, and like I said, the letters that we get, and I always think, you know, well, anybody can do this, because if we're doing it, anybody can do it. Yeah. But our situation was such, with Stu, all of a sudden, when we were thinking about this, he had the opportunity to retire from UPS. That wasn't a planned thing. But I thought, okay, well, this is, the doors are all opening, and this is ours to do. The first year, we just planned, applied for our 501c3, develop a board, and we just planned and fundraised for a year, and we just had this idea that we just kept trying to tell people about. And of course, the best part about that is that we were surrounded by other families who had the need. So they were behind us, but again, it was just an idea. So to actually open the doors here a year and a half ago was quite a big thing. And we started with 10 members, and as I said, we are at 46 now. This was a need that was in our community. What happens when these kids age out of the school system at 22? They do not have many options other than the occasional part-time job, but they do not have a place to go or to continue a social outlet. And because we know how important it is to have a social life and to have friends.
Well, the biggest thing is that we want our kids to have the same opportunities that we had. You know, a place to go, place to call their own, place to be there.
When they're here, we want to give them every opportunity to develop their own personality, continue their personal growth, as opposed to being at home. Isolated, becoming lonely, and there are a lot of statistics out there that would tell you that depression is very high in this population, and it would be for any of us who are isolated.
But to watch them grow and to watch, we've had a couple that just have come in and have been withdrawn and in a shell, but now they're like social butterflies. They have their cameras, they're taking pictures of each other, they go to movies with each other, they go to, here we have the Gwinnett County Gladiators, which is a hockey team, and a lot of them go to hockey games together, the mall. You know, it really is heartwarming to watch these friendships grow and expand, and you know, the parents even have become friends.
When you're here, you be who you are, and it's all okay. And that acceptance has got to mean just like, again, just like it would with any of us. When you're accepted, it's got to help you to grow.
Fortunately, there's a lot of folks like us out there, and thank goodness we had the wherewithal. We had some contacts. Back when I worked with UPS, I traveled on the NASCAR circuit doing some things for UPS and our UPS racing program. And we were able to have some connections with Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett, his foundation has donated quite a sum of money to our program. Matter of fact, his first donation does help us get these doors open. Your kids to have everything that you ever had while you were growing up, and the opportunities that you had. And I think this presents an opportunity for a lot of these members that they would have never had. They would have never met friends that they have right now. And you know, we could have very easily and said, okay, it is what it is, so let's just move on and stay at home and let them stay home, and not try to help them in any way. And that's not being a parent in my. Also evolved into a few relationships here. Lindsay's met a boyfriend here, Michael, who's
got several
a great young
couples
man.
Here now.
we've got two, three, four. I don't know. I don't even. You know, it's just great. It's great. Just doing what we want to do. You know, it's just we have fun. You gotta, you know, every now and then you just gotta step outside the box.